Bonjour et bienvenue sur le site champagnejayne.com. G'day and welcome to another edition of Champagne Jayne TV. We're not in Champagne. We're in the Garden of Kent. We're in the sunniest part of southeast England, and we're here at a fabulous award-winning English sparkling winery called Heath, named for a Tudor manor built in 1503. I'm here with a fabulous female winemaker, Vicky. Lovely to have you. Tell me about your beautiful wines, and please let's start with the blonde one.
The blonde one.
The blonde one.
The Blanc de Blanc. So
Blanc de
this
Blanc.
is actually my favourite wine of the moment. So this is our Blanc de Blanc. It's from 2014. It's only the second time that we've made a Blanc de Blanc. So we only make it in exceptional years. So 100% Chardonnay. It's from a single vineyard here on the estate. No malolactic fermentation with this wine. So beautiful high English acidity, amazing flavours, and yeah, it's got a long life ahead of it.
And you know what? It reminds me of salted caramel. There's a real kind of, it's interesting because you've obviously got that great acidity you have in English sparkling wine, but it's softened. There's a saline quality to it, isn't it? It's I'm not quite sure even how to describe it, but it's really just, it's yummy and delicious, and you just kind of want to. I could see myself with a salted caramel tart or a pecan tart with this, even though you think a Blanc de Blanc would be for oysters. I think it's got the kind of the body and especially as it warms slightly in the glass because it's, you know, a lovely summer's day. Beautiful wine. So that's your favourite. Well, the next one, wine number 2 here, is the Balfour Brut Rosé. Now that's my favourite. That was the first wine I ever tried from from Heath. And this wine, one of the vintages was, all of it was taken by British Airways. It was the first English sparkling wine to go on British Airways first class. And this is the 2014 vintage. Tell me about your beautiful rosé.
So this is Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier, a blend of all 3 varieties. It's a single vineyard wine, once again. Palest
quite special.
Of pale pinks. We're very obsessive about the colour that we get in our rosé wines.
Oeil de perdrix, as they call it in French. Partridge eye or onion peel.
Indeed, yes, onion peel. So again, no malolactic fermentation, just like the Blanc de Blanc. High acidity, you know, real English summer flavours coming through.
Strawberries rather than raspberries though, so you must have really good sun exposition.
Yeah.
Because that's a really creamy flavour, and I mean I could see that with a beautiful salmon. As I'm tasting that, I'm thinking it could also go with dessert. I mean, I'd call it well lush. Let's call it what it is. It's well lush. So these are the 2 vintage styles that you have for us today. And then next to that, because obviously you started with vintage sparkling wines, didn't you? But now you've also got some non-vintages. And am I right in thinking this one's named for the owner, Richard Balfour, it's named for his wife?
It is.
Leslie's Reserve.
Yeah, all of our wines are named after a member of the family. This is Leslie's, and this is non-vintage. So we've been building up our non-vintage reserves over the last few years, and this is a dry style rather than a brut. So it has a higher dosage, which makes it just more approachable, easy drinking. And yes, amazing sort of black currant flavours.
It smells really fruity. It actually smells quite different, like it might even have something in there outside of the grapes that come from Champagne. It really is that fruity. And I think what's quite interesting is people talk dry and they drink sweet, but this is a wine that I could see, I could see my mum really liking this. This is definitely a wine that kind of slips down your throat and you could drink a few gallons without even noticing. Last but not least, we've got a fairly new release, haven't we, which is the 1503 Rosé there.
Yeah, so this has become a very popular wine for us. Again, non-vintage, rosé, very pale pink. And again, compared to the Balfour Brut Rosé, it's non-vintage. It has a much shorter time on the lees.
It's more fruit forward.
It's very fruit forward, very smooth, a bit softer because of the malolactic fermentation, bringing that natural acidity down slightly. People go crazy for this wine.
Excellent. Well, and so they should. I think they're bloody lovely wines. And thank you so much for your time today. Lovely to meet you, Vicky.
Cheers.